Welcome to the August 2022 mid-month Shares a Waffle show. Now, as you may know, we're doing something a little bit different with our mid-month shows these days. We're going to sit down for a natter with some good friends of the show to talk about an area of Disney life that might be new to you. But first, let me introduce my fellow Wafflers. With me this month, I've got Peter.
Hey up.
I've got Claire.
Hi everyone.
And I've got Ben.
Hello.
And Becca.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Good.
Feeling cool this month.
Yes.
A lot warmer, a lot cooler than last
Cooler
month.
than the last
Oh,
one.
heck
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Heck yes.
Whose idea was it to record in 39-degree heat?
Yours.
Yours.
Ben.
Yeah.
Just saying. It's
Just
always
thought we'd
your
gloss
fault.
over that point.
No, it's not.
And you may have noticed we have a very special guest with us tonight. If you caught our discussion last year on Disney Cruise, you may remember her, but tonight her feet are firmly on solid ground. Good evening and welcome to Robyn.
Hi.
Hello,
Thanks for having
Robyn.
me.
So we are so glad you're back with us again, Robyn, friend of the show, flying solo tonight. You are really welcome.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Cool.
Cool.
It's been far too long since you've been on the show.
Definitely.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
You've been on a couple of lives and stuff,
Yeah.
and I know that you cropped up in a few live videos. Less we'll say about that, the better probably. But,
And we
We
met
saw
up
it all
last month
happen.
as well.
No, we've shared a cocktail and karaoke evening on the Disney Magic, but perhaps the less said about that, the better.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like the less said about my participation, the better. I feel
Well-
like you have grown.
All I will say is the lesson I learned that night was never try to sing Dolly Parton's 9 to 5 while wearing a mask.
okay.
Moving
We'll leave
swiftly on.
Let's leave that to everyone's
Never try to do karaoke while wearing a mask.
Yes. So, I know that many of us are starting to draw up packing lists, aren't we, in preparation for our holidays. And we're thinking about what clothes we're going to wear. Do we have enough t-shirts, shorts, sundresses? Do I really need to pack a coat? Answer, if you're travelling when Peter and I are, yes, you do. But I'm guessing not many of us would pack a sharp 1940s gentleman's suit or maybe a 1950s rock and roll dress. However,
Well, I would.
exactly. If you've been to a Disney park during Dapper Days, as Robyn has, you may have seen groups of people dressed up in vintage clothing, stepping out in style. And Robyn, you have taken part in Dapper Days, yes?
I have indeed. I love them. Any excuse to get dressed up.
So what sort of costumes have you worn?
So Dapper Day really is about wearing something special. It doesn't have to be vintage. It doesn't have to be over the top. It just has to be something special. You dress up dapper for usually it's 2 days in the spring and then 2 days at the second half of the year. Usually fall, though this year it's actually in December. And I like to kind of bound with mine. So I've done some bounding. I've bounded as like a dapper Dole Whip with a yellow dress with a little handmade Dole Whip on my head. I've done a dapper
That's
Minnie
amazing.
Mouse, a red and white spotty dress. There's been quite a few. Usually I go with a group and we try and pick a theme and we all kind of dress. We did one year, we all dressed as monorails and we chose a colour each. So
I have seen those
brilliant.
photos and they're
I love that.
incredible.
Yeah.
I think that was my favourite, I have to be honest. Yeah, it was a great day.
What sort of reaction do you get from the cast members when you go as a group of monorails? They must love it.
Yeah, that time we had a lot of people stop us to sort of take our picture, even just regular guests that were in the park wanted to take a picture because they liked what we were wearing. Yeah, to be honest, most of the day, Dapper Day, you do walk around taking pictures, not necessarily for other people, but just for each other and having group photos, and you meet other people that are there for the same reason. And you take pictures and you make friends with people that you've never met before.
Yep.
I've made lots of friends through just stopping on Main Street and taking some pictures together.
Wow. Yeah, it's obviously not going to be the ideal way for something like Splash Mountain, is it? Or even Big Thunder.
No, I'm not. I would say we try to do tame rides, like the
Yeah.
People Mover, Small World. Nice and gentle things that you're not going to lose your headpiece if you're wearing a headpiece.
Yeah. Just imagining you going on Tron.
I imagine a big fluffy petticoat behind me.
Right? It's got to be done. But I've seen some of the costumes that you've made for things like Mickey's Not So Scary and stuff like that, and they're all very much sort of a vintage feel, aren't they? That 1950s. And the one I love most are the Tiki Birds, where are you Fifi or Gigi or whoever it was?
Yeah, I think
it's amazing.
Fifi, I think it was Fifi.
Yeah.
I really enjoy sewing. So for me, it's a really good excuse to try things out that I've just dreamt up in my head. I tried to sort of come up with unusual ideas. And Simon and I went as two birds of the Tiki Room one time, and my skirt was still 50s petticoat and feathers. It was warm.
Feathers.
Yes, I bet it was. Yes.
I bet even in December, I mean, it can still be warm, can't it? So yeah.
Yeah. We're busy planning this year. I've booked with my friends to go to Dapper Day in December, and it's the first time it's been in December, so we're all going for Christmas themed.
Of course you are.
Oh,
As
wow.
you must.
Wow.
Has to be.
Have you done Dapper Day at DLP as well? Because DLP do it.
They used to, certainly.
They still do, they still do. And that was actually my first Dapper Day, was
Right.
Disneyland Paris.
Is it roughly the same, or is it any different?
No, it's quite different. It's much on a smaller scale. There's a lot less people dressed up for it. But I would say it's very glamorous. There's a lot of very glamorous people in Paris. They've got very nice fashion.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh.
Is there any sorry, this is just out for my interest, is there any characters for like Not So Scary that you wish you'd done, or you thought about making a costume, you haven't got to there yet, but it's in your back of your mind that it would work in terms of the things that you're...
I do have. I bought it before the pandemic, and it's still in my my box of treasures. A lace vintage wedding dress to dirty up and like dusty it up.
Make it dusty.
Make it dusty for. I'd love to do to the Halloween party and dress as the waltzing couples.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
That would be
still got that in my box of
amazing.
treasures. One of these days it'll come out.
Yes. Oh, I can see Simon in a big top hat.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
grey coattails. Can you imagine? He'd not
Lovely.
be my friend in the heat.
No.
And we're going to go the 25th of August. And
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I thought you were going to say Simon in the dress then, but
No.
Oh no, sadly it's just that tiny bit too small. He tried.
That is, of course, the one time that you are allowed to really go to town dressing up as characters within the Disney parks is Halloween. Obviously, most of the year they don't like you to dress up as Cinderella or Stitch or whatever for obvious reasons. But come Halloween, it's definitely allowed. But obviously people take it other ways as well, don't they? And do something creative rather than just being Cinderella or whatever.
Yeah. That's what I like. I try and choose something that's slightly out of the box, something that's different. Hence the two birds from the Tiki Room, because
That's
it's very
brilliant.
Disney, but not the same as you'd see every second person. I think there's a lot of Mickeys and Minnies, and we've been there. We've dressed as Mickey and Minnie, but I like to try and choose things that are a bit more unusual.
I think it's great fun dressing. We've been to Halloween parties several times, and the first year we went and we were like, oh, do we dress up? Do we not dress up? We absolutely loved it, and I wouldn't do it without dressing up now. And we've done Incredibles. We did Morgan wore a full-on spandex Frozone outfit for the whole evening. It was brilliant.
Please tell me you've got pictures. That would be
Oh,
hilarious.
absolutely.
Was that like mid-August as well?
Yeah, it was like the end of August.
Oh my goodness.
Super hot.
Oh, poor Morgan.
What else did we do?
you did the Main
so
Street
last time we went,
Singers, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We did Trolley Kids last time we were there, and,
yeah.
and Millie and I had we had the outfits, but in like different colourways. We went for the 4th of July, we went for the summer colours, the red, white, and blue. And then Morgan and Dan had like waistcoats and boaters and like arm gaiters and stuff. And it was just so much fun. The cast members loved it. There was so many comments about it. And it's just, I like to do something that's slightly, like you, Robyn, something slightly different, something with a nod to the cast members in the park rather than necessarily a character. Good fun.
I have to say, Simon and I have also done trolley, and we went for the summer ones as well. So we were in the red, white, and blue.
It's classic, isn't it? It's great
Can't
fun.
beat it. Actually, that was the one time I was walking down Main Street, and a cast member who was clearing people for the parade stopped us and said, "Are you Robyn and Simon? I love watching your Insta."
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh, wow.
That's brilliant.
I think it was
That's
the fact
so
that we were
cool.
obsessed with the trolley and then wearing the trolley outfits that gave it away.
That's so brilliant.
That is. Ben and Becca, what about you guys? Have you ever dressed as anything for Halloween or?
No, we've done a Halloween party
we
once.
did a Halloween party once, and neither of us were brave enough to actually dress up in anything. And I'm not quite sure what we would have dressed up as.
Right, okay.
We did
if
have a
we
few
had.
ideas for, was it 2020, but
Yeah, we
Right.
thought about it for 2020.
we were just going to...
But obviously-
Yeah, sort of...
That didn't happen. I've thought about Disney bounding a couple of times, but my collection of clothes tends to be more on the lines of Disney t-shirts and
Yeah.
things rather than things that I can actually bound with. So
Yeah, so we mentioned Disney bounding. For anybody who doesn't know what the heck Disney bounding is, Robyn, would you like to give us a little definition?
Well, I suppose Disney bounding is dressing inspired by something Disney. So if you were wanted to dress inspired by Cinderella, obviously you can't fancy dress as Cinderella in the parks during normal park hours. You could wear something like a blue dress, a tiara, some blue shoes, a little black necklace, that sort of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot to do with the colours, isn't it? Specific
Yeah.
colours. We've seen in Disneyland Paris one year, we saw a Cinderella with lights under her skirt, which as the dusk fell looked amazing, and an Ariel, only not sort of the seashells, the clamshells. It was a full top, but it was that colour.
A Gaston,
And a Gaston, yes.
which was a woman.
We saw a female Gaston and a female Flynn Rider.
Yeah. So there you
And
go.
you can tell by the kind of clothes and the colours. We've seen a Miguel from Coco, which is fairly easy. Grab a red hoodie. Yeah.
I've recently seen some footage of a girl dressed up in Goofy colours meeting Goofy in Epcot.
Oh, right,
It was
cool.
I think it was on the internet this week, and oh my goodness, it's just like the most heartwarming moment
Yeah.
because she's in like the she's got like an orange top and a blue belt, and then the red with the yellow, and Goofy's reaction is incredible because it's just like mirror image, and it was just it's so great. And do you know what? I think the effort that goes into Disney bounding.
Yeah.
Is hugely inspirational because my imagination is not that good, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like I could just about stretch to like the blue dress and the black necklace and the blue shoes for Cinderella, maybe a tiara, my hair in a bun or something, but trying to think of all the ways to pull those character threads and ideas through is just incredible. I just applaud anyone who has the time and effort to go to be able to do that.
Yeah. So, Robyn, what have you bounded as, or who have you bounded as?
Well, I suppose we've bounded as Simon did Orange Bird and I did Dole Whip, and Simon wore green shorts, orange shirt and yellow braces and like
Right.
a yellow bow tie.
Oh,
Sort of bound as
Love
Orange
that.
Bird. And then I had a yellow dress with like a little ice cream hat on to be Dole Whip, and like a pineapple handbag as well is what I had. But you know, there are some great ways if you feel that you don't really have a clue. Pinterest. If you search
Okay.
Disney bounding, there are so many things and different people have put together
Yeah.
that you can grab inspiration from that can help. I found that can be a great inspiration to me when I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do for this. You get on and see what other people have done and go, oh, that's a good idea. What about a shell necklace for Ariel? Things like that. And you just think, oh, I'm going to choose that and choose that from someone else. And yeah, there's lots of great ideas on there.
So I've seen
yeah.
Disney bounding on cruise ships for like pirate night.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's something I'm thinking for next year.
yes, we are gonna dress up for pirate night on the cruise next
Oh,
year.
definitely.
Yeah, you have to. It's the law.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we do Pirate Day at work, so I've already got the outfit.
There you go.
You're organised
I'm
already.
organised
Pirate
for
Day
it.
at work. I love that. I guess that busy bounding also doesn't have to be particularly expensive, because you can gather bits of clothing from different places, whether that be, you know, Primark, supermarket, whatever it looks like. It doesn't, even eBay or something like that. If you're looking to keep the costs down, actually, if you're pulling different bits of clothing together and creating an outfit, then it's, you know, it doesn't have to be an expensive. Because sometimes creating costumes can be, you know, you think it's a great idea, and then, you know, you end up like costing you a fortune with the material or the, you know. So I think it's quite a potentially inexpensive way to pay homage to your favourite character,
Yes.
or snack if you're Robyn.
Yeah.
No turkey leg outfit yet, Robyn.
Not
There's
yet.
the
I
challenge.
only choose the good snacks.
I was going to say, who's going to Disney bound as a Mickey waffle?
Someone's got to do
Yeah.
Oh,
it.
you
Someone
can
has
do
got to
that
do it,
quite easily.
Claire, you're out there next.
Yeah. Come
I'll
on.
get Millie to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Choose the good snacks. Be the good snacks. Got to be done. Got to be done. Yeah. Wow. I've had vague ideas in the past of Disney bounding as Ursula. If I could get maybe a purple sort of one of these 50s petticoats that goes under a black dress or something like that. Or the other one that I've got in my mind these days is Louisa from Encanto. Blue skirt, white top, little red bow. Done.
Yeah, little pattern across the bottom of the skirt.
Yeah.
You could stencil it on, it'd be easy. wouldn't it?
Yes.
And Peter, who would you Disney bound? I want to know who everyone's favourite, whose idea
I
to
don't
Disney bound is.
know.
Peter, who would you?
I am.
Shall I come back to you
Come
then?
back to me.
Okay, Becca, who would you Disney bound as if you had the choice?
See, I have a dress in the cupboard that's black top with red skirt and white dots on it. So Minnie Mouse would be very easy from what I've already got. Maybe Rapunzel.
Ooh.
I feel like that'd be quite easy to do.
Yeah, I've
Purple
done
and
something
pink.
easy to start with.
Purple and
Yeah.
pink, some flowers, and
Yeah.
Short haired Rapunzel after she's had all her hair chopped off.
Yeah, there we go.
At the end.
Yes.
Carry a frying pan.
Pinch
Frying
it,
pan,
pinch it
straight
when you're on the
handbag.
ship. Yes. Pinch the frying pan from the ship. Yes.
What about you, Ben?
Funny enough, that actually goes quite nice for my mum was Flynn Rider.
Hey!
Oh, it's almost like you thought about it. So cute.
Even
So
little
we're back to
Gaston.
me. Yeah.
Yes, Peter.
I kind of had several offers, several ideas. I thought of Gaston, but I got a tummy. And
Bit
you
of
can't
blue.
be Gaston with it. Thanks. Yeah, LeFou or Cogsworth. I think I'd go as.
Oh yeah, you'd be great.
Because
Cogsworth.
LeFou would be. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, LeFou would be
LeFou.
great. Actually.
Yeah.
Good too.
Because it's just get that kind of period clothing or something similar, and you're there. Really.
Yes.
Olaf
very
might
good
be
at
quite
form.
easy.
Yes. Or indeed anyone played by Josh Gad.
Indeed.
Yeah, white trousers, white top
All
with
the
some
Josh
buttons
Gad
on it.
characters.
Done.
The only thing is, I'm not the one in our family who's very good at falling over. So
No, this is true. That's me.
that's Gil.
Yes. Yeah.
So yes.
What about you, Robyn? Is there anyone else that you haven't Disney bounded as you think you would like to?
Well, I think the only one that I have that comes to my head is the characters from the Halloween parade, the dancing waltzers. I can't. Again, I like to go for ones that are a bit unusual. So I haven't done a huge amount of Disney bounding as the general characters, as the sort of the mainstream characters like princesses and princes. It's always been. Though I did do the Minnie Mouse ones, and I did actually. One Dapper Day, I bounded as Daisy Duck with the biggest bow you have ever seen
Yes.
on my head.
Did you have the sass that went with it?
I think I did. I've even got shoes that have got Daisy on them. So
okay.
obviously, yeah.
Brilliant.
How
So I
would
did
you-
do Daisy Duck.
Yeah.
How would you bound as a ride? That would be interesting.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Well, Simon has a birthday coming up, a big birthday, and he's having a party, and everyone has to dress as something beginning with S. And I'm going Space
Splash.
Mountain,
Ooh.
Splash Mountain, Spaceship Earth, How can I
Spaceship
Small world.
I did think about, can I get like a big round thing?
Oh, that'd be amazing. Get one of those zorbing balls.
Yes.
You know, the ones that you bounce down the garden in.
That sounds amazing. I feel like it's coming together. But I have toyed with what could I dress as a ride for his party.
If you know someone, know a small child who's got one of these sort of collections of dolls from different countries, just go and pinch it.
Oh, that wouldn't be weird at all.
There was a few years ago.
Although Spaceship Earth might not be too bad. If you do the outside, you just need the
Just need something
Shapes,
round,
yeah.
massively round and
or
grey.
just the design on
You
a
need
dress.
to put lights on it now.
Or a
With
skirt.
the Spaceship
Lights
Earth
on,
lights
Yes,
up.
put
Yeah.
all the lights on.
Or one of these crepe paper
configure
Christmas
them.
balls that open. Like that, you know.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, a few years ago, I think it was at a D23, there was someone who had a big
Thunder
big Thunder
dress
Mountain dress.
with a
Yeah.
train going
And it
by.
actually
yes.
went round.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember
Wow.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
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 Oh, fantastic.
It just goes like the hula dancer from Small World, because that's everybody's favourite doll.
Yes.
You
Well.
can just do the extra one, the one who's a little bit extra, who does the extra wiggle.
Well, obviously, that should be that one.
Yes. If you've got the confidence to, yes, to wear something like that, yes.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean there are certain characters you might want to avoid. You might want to avoid Maui, unless you really like
I've
sunburn.
seen some people but some people you can get like it's almost like I was going to say a body stocking, so like
Yes.
like a see-through mesh layer which has got the tattoos on
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Oh,
And I've seen they
they were
are
quite
definitely
controversial
people
a few years ago.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I've seen people
Yeah.
at Halloween
Yeah.
in that with
Yeah.
then the leaf.
Yeah.
It's not a skirt, is
No.
it? The leaf. whatever
Pair
it
of
is.
green shorts underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Some modesty.
Please. Yes.
Yes. Please.
Yes. And similarly, not many people try to be Mowgli. He's basically just got a pair of red shorts on.
No, not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure that would be for me, that one.
No. I mean, even in the Disneyland Paris parade, they put a top on him, although unfortunately he looks like Fred Flintstone. He does! Honestly.
Do you know what, Jill? You are right.
It's Fred Flintstone,
does.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, with a bad wig.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not the best.
No,
wrestler,
bless him.
But,
So,
I think you could definitely bound as a ride. That would be so much fun.
That'd be
to try and
interesting,
work
yeah.
out.
So I think the cast, when you look at the sort of cast costumes and things, I don't know, I'd like to do Jungle Cruise. That'd be nice and simple.
oh,
Yeah, we've talked about Jungle Cruise Skipper for a Halloween party because
Yeah.
the four of us can go together and have like Millie we can all be a boat name or something, and that would be fun.
If we're talking cast, I'd like to do Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bellhop. Yeah.
You have to have the attitude to go with it though as well.
I can do that.
oh yeah.
Just like that, and was it Haunted Mansion?
Yes. Or you could be members of SCA. You could be Dr. Albert Falls and Mary Oceaneer. And, yes.
I like that.
Yeah, that would be seriously obscure.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
I always
Is with
wanted to go
S.
as
Banking that one away.
Yeah.
I always wanted to go as the family from Carousel of Progress.
Yes.
As well.
Oh yes.
I always think that would be great fun.
Which era?
I'm not sure. That's the bit that I can't. Probably like the 1940s
Yeah.
or 1930s or 1940s, or someone go as is it Uncle Albert in the bath?
Yes.
You know,
That's the summer, yeah.
And the dog.
obviously.
You got to
yeah.
have the dog, yes.
But yeah, I always think that it's such a great setup. You could utilise that as an option.
I've seen a lot of people dressed like that in the 20s one in the summer.
Yeah.
A lot of people at Dapper Day have gone with that as their sort of theme. I've seen a lot of people dressed like it's really they look amazing.
Now I'm imagining somebody dressing as the oven in the final scene.
Smoke coming up their ears.
Yes.
Walking around with the Oculus on.
Yeah.
You know, trying to-
I mean,
That's
yeah,
easy.
I mean, if you were one of these sort of big family reunion parties, you could do each era, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Good.
It'd be great. That's the thing, and I think that's the fun thing is that you can, for us when we've talked about bounding, dressing up, whatever you know, costumes, whatever. The thing that we talk about it for months and months and months because we want to go as a congruous group. We don't want to do 4 separate things. So I just, like, the first year we went to Halloween party, we dressed Millie as Figment. So she had like a little purple tutu and purple leg warmers. She had her Crocs on, and I got a leotard and made like the pink bit for the middle, purple bit with a pink bit with some lines on it. I made her orange vinyl wings that she wore like a backpack, and then a headband with horns on. And she looked so cute. And then it was like, okay, so now what do the rest of us do? So we went as scientists from the Imagination Institute.
Yeah.
So we had lab coats and goggles and stuff, and it was really simple. Yeah, the focus was all about like the 4-year-old dressed as Figment, let's face it. But it was a congruous story throughout, and that's the bit that we wanted to try and pull together. Is always having a relationship between whoever we were dressed as.
The first thing that came to mind, not that you'll ever do this, but the first thing that came to mind when you mentioned 4 was the 4 singers from Hercules.
The Muses.
The Muses.
Yes.
Oh, you should go to the 4 Seasons one year, Claire.
I'm not sure how Dan would go to Muse.
No.
It's not beyond the realms of the possibility, let's face it.
Well, he could dress.
Maybe Phil.
He could dress as Queen Victoria, and
Or
say,
he could go as
"We are
Phil.
not a muse."
Morgan could go as Hercules.
Okay.
Dan could go as Phil.
Oh,
and
we-
Millie and I could be Muse.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
Yeah. There are so
yeah,
many things that you could do.
This is it, and it's trying to pick the thing that you can do and you can do well
Yeah.
without being
Yeah.
too complex or obscure
you could go
that
as
people don't realise.
Forecast and Tomorrowland Speedway.
Yeah.
Have you seen those ones where people dress as a roller coaster and they've got fake legs hanging
Yes.
out, so they've got like a car and they've got the legs and they run along like they're on a coaster. I love it. It's genius. They go in a line. It's so clever.
So
I
hot
love
though.
this stuff, but it's so imaginative.
Yeah. So incredibly hot.
I have a friend that
It
her
was a
group
teacup.
went as different lands from Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
So one went as
Amazing.
Frontierland and Adventureland, and then they themed their
I love
outfits.
that.
It was very cool.
Brilliant.
Very, very nice outfits.
It'd be,
Wow.
be quite cool to go as 4 teacups in different colours.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Lots of
Yeah.
spinning.
I'd feel I'd get dizzy by the end of the night.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
that's the point. That's half the fun.
For Dapper Day last autumn, my friends and I all went as different countries from Epcot because we were in Epcot for the day. So we chose a country each and
Brilliant.
themed our outfits to that country. That was quite cool.
Wow.
Who did you go as?
I went as Japan because I had a dress with Japan things over it. So yeah, I had a nice headpiece and
Chopsticks in your hair.
chopsticks in my hair.
Wow. Fantastic.
Do you have to like buy extra luggage to get dresses out there?
No, you'd be surprised. Not usually. Not usually. Though I do have boxes that live in Florida at my friend's garage. So
Fair enough. I thought I had this vision of you sitting on the aeroplane with like 16 petticoats on. You're like,
I put my
no one
usually
come near me.
usually my petticoats go in a vacuum bag. But recently,
that's a great idea.
the last couple of times, I've just borrowed my friends that live there. We call it the lending library.
Oh.
Makes it much easier
Yes,
than
indeed.
It does.
transport them backwards and forwards.
But I've definitely carried massive hats in my hand luggage.
Have
Nothing
you?
else, just 2 hats in my hand luggage, nothing else. So it feels as light as can be. And you can tell every time anyone lifts it or it goes on the conveyor, they're like, is there anything in here? Yes, there's
What
2
is
hats.
this? Yeah.
Have you had a proper like
Why do you
vintage
need
hat
those?
box?
They're not. They're usually just in a carry-on pull-along case. It's easier than a hat box.
Oh, I would just love to have a hat box. I mean that's just
Like Titanic style,
exactly
just like-
so
I do
glamorous. Yeah,
Do have a hat box,
yeah.
but I don't use it very often.
Oh. Now I'm sure that there are people sitting, listening to this or watching this and thinking, this all sounds great, but I haven't got the luggage space or the budget or the imagination. But I still want to show my Disney side when I go to the parks. So there is another way that's very simple that you can do that. And you may have noticed that tonight I am modelling a Mickey Vibes tee and matching headband. Sorry, went all America's Next Top Waffler there for a minute. And we also have Becca is modelling a very swish headband. Ben has a pocket tee.
Yeah.
And Robyn also has a pocket tee. So,
I love the way you do that, Robyn. That's
Yes.
brilliant. It's just like just one side.
And,
One side.
I'll show you my best side.
yes, your Disney side.
There we go.
So, Robyn, would you like
Claire
to
and
tell
I
us?
didn't get the memo, obviously.
No. So, Robyn, would you like to tell us what brings all these things together?
Well, I have a small business, and as I said before, I love sewing. So during the pandemic, I think I just didn't know what to do, and I started making things. I started off making headbands, just sending them to people that I knew to make them smile while we were all locked down in our homes. And so many of my friends wrote said thank you and said, why do you not make these and sell them? They're amazing. So I decided to start selling them. And then one said, why don't you make pocket tees? So I started making those too. So yeah, I make pocket tees on t-shirts, vests, polos, long sleeve, short sleeve, anything you can imagine really. If you want a pocket on it, I can do it.
And you also do tees with a bow at the back.
I do. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I've got
Yeah.
one made here. I've got one of the bows,
Yeah.
but it's not on a t-shirt yet.
Ah.
So it
Oh,
goes
wow.
it goes on the back. So
Yes.
Now
You
I do have two of those.
Is that the
and
50th?
Millie,
It is.
It is.
it's the 50th.
It
They're
sort of
so
shouts
cute.
Mary Blair at me, doesn't it? It's got
It
that,
really
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
But it's on the
they're
Dooney,
so great.
the Dooney, and that they did a dress, but I wasn't quick enough. They sold out the dresses before we were allowed in.
But yeah, I've got two of the pocket tees, not pocket tees, the bow vests, and Millie actually has three of them.
Oh.
And I'll share a photo in the Wafflers Arms. I took a photo of Millie in Disneyland Paris wearing hers earlier this year. When we were up at Waltz for lunch, and she's sitting looking out the window up Main Street, but she's got one of Robyn's tops on.
Oh.
They look so cute as well. The only thing is like you've got to lift your hair up out of the way, otherwise you don't.
Yeah. Though if you go in summer, it's not so much of an issue because who has their hair down in summer?
Right.
See, I should just
but
get
they're
some. I've
so
chopped all
gorgeous.
mine off. So
Yeah.
There you go. You're fine.
I'll
Just
be fine.
put your hair all over one shoulder, and then you can still see.
Oh.
Be Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Rapunzel,
Yeah.
yes.
So, what's your favourite design of the ones that you've got currently?
Oh, I'm looking at them. I've got loads on my desk
Yeah.
here in my sewing room, and I'm looking at them. I think still my favourite fabric is the one I'm wearing on my head. I'll take it off and give you a bit of an up close. It's it looks exactly like the Millie Pulitzer. So it's got like castles on it, it's got Mickey on it, and it's tropical. So
Yay.
Cool.
I'm sorry if you can hear my cat meowing for my attention.
Cats are always good. Yeah.
She's
I
always
turn into them
noisy.
sometimes.
Oh, bless her. Cool.
So yeah, this is probably my favourite. I bought some extra fabric in this
Yeah.
to make myself a skirt. So I bought some more of this. I do also have a fabric that is coming very soon that is based on Main Street confectionery. So it's got all the Fab Five, but dressed in the like yellow, lemon and white outfits as if they're working in the confectionery shop.
Oh,
It's
wow.
really cute. So that one, that's a favourite as well.
So
and
do
again,
you-
I bought more of that one to make a skirt.
Do you spend all your holidays just going around fabric shops and buying lots of fabric?
No, actually, I buy it all in advance. Most of the fabric I buy, you have to buy it in a pre-order, and then you wait 3 months while it gets made and then shipped. But it is all in America, so I have it all shipped to my friend, who is
Yeah.
very kind. And I go over, and she gives me a wodge of fabric,
Wow.
and I fill half of my case.
Fantastic. I love the Adventureland. It's my favourite land anyway, but the Adventureland fabric that you've got at the moment. I just
Oh,
love it.
thank you.
It's so cute because like Jungle Cruise and
Yeah.
Tiki Route, it's just all there.
pirates,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
It's even got
I love
Indiana
it.
Jones on, so it's got a bit of the
I know.
Disneyland on it.
Oh wow.
Brilliant.
Wow.
I love it because they're all so different as well. You know, you can go really simple with like the Mickey sort of balloon shapes.
That's
or
what
you can
I'm
go
wearing.
really intricate and that. And there's such a variety.
Yes,
so there really
yeah.
is something for everyone.
So
I
this
think
one is just little
everyone's taste.
Mickey.
I've
little Mickey
got a
shape.
bit of an addiction to your headbands. I have a bit. Well, no, I don't have too many. I can always have more.
You need one to match every outfit.
Exactly.
That's how I think. Anyway.
One for every park. One for every.
Yeah.
Every ride.
4 a day when you're in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course for us long-haired ladies, there's also scrunchies.
Yeah, scrunchies to keep your hair back.
Yeah.
I did do masks for a while, but of course they've kind of, thankfully,
Yeah.
hopefully they stay gone.
Yes. Yep.
Depending on your view, I'm kind of still hoping they stay gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to throw those hair tie scrunchies at the top of
Of Everest.
Of
No,
Everest.
no, don't.
You could like rent an advertising space. We could like,
Just
Oh,
stick
well, let's
my name on it.
Yeah.
scrunchies by So Tiki.
Yeah.
And another thing that I've seen on your website is circle skirts, and I think we're going there back to the 50s look, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, so I started making them again before I started my shop. I made skirts for me. The first one I made, I saw someone wearing a skirt that was inspired by Lady and the Tramp, and it was Lady when he first gives it to, I forget the names, the humans.
Yeah.
Humans, the people.
Yes.
Gives it to the wife, and she's
Yeah.
out. She pops her head out, this pink and white striped.
That's right.
top.
Yes. Yes.
So I saw that skirt and I thought I really like that, and I saw someone wearing it, but I didn't want to copy it because that's not in my mind. That's not really right. So I decided to make a skirt with Lady and the Tramp and a bowl of spaghetti and them eating it.
Okay.
Oh.
Brilliant.
And I got so many people asking me, like, do you make these to sell? That one was so difficult that I don't make it to sell. It would take so long. No one would want it. It'd be too expensive.
Oh, that pattern matching. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I have started with other ones. So I've got a tangled lantern. So it's purple and it's got the lantern starting bigger at the bottom, getting smaller, and one with Mickey balloons on. I'm trying to think. Oh, I've got one with Chip and Dale roasting.
Campfire one.
Yeah,
I
the
love that
campfire.
one.
So yeah, it was the vintage style that I like. I started making them for me, and then had people say, "Can I have one of those?" And it went on from there.
Oh, lovely.
And you've made them with lights underneath them and all sorts for yourself, haven't you?
Yeah. So I have been asked if I'll make my tangled lantern one has lights in, and I have been asked if I'd make it one to sell, but it's not. I wouldn't feel comfortable because it's a lot of hot glue and sticking knives trying to get it through the fabric.
Yeah.
So I don't really think it wouldn't look nice enough.
No.
But I do have one with the lanterns in, with lights in the lanterns, and
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I had a
It's
Disney manager
amazing.
the first time I wore it stop me and ask if he could take my photo because he loved it.
Oh wow.
I wonder if you could do it using like glow in the dark fabric. That would be
Oh,
quite
I
cool.
wonder.
'Cause
I
then as the
haven't ever
light goes
thought of
down,
that.
like the yeah.
I bet you
bioluminescent,
could
like-
because I use felt. So I'm sure there must be a glow in the dark felt. I could try.
Good for
It'd definitely
Pandora.
be really interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bioluminescence.
Pandora
Oh,
at night.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
That would be good. That would be
Or
good.
when it finally gets made, maybe the new Tiana Bayou Adventure.
Or you
with
could do a Tron one.
fireflies.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be good with the fireflies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on. I've got two at the minute. I'm working on. One is Aladdin themed, and the other one's Louisa themed.
Yay.
Oh, wow.
There you are.
There
Jill.
we go.
Your time is coming.
Indeed. Yes. Yes.
But yeah, just got to figure out the finer details on those.
Yeah.
And of course, let's not forget to mention that on the days when you're not wearing your So Tiki Finest, you can always wear a Great British Mickey Waffle t-shirt.
Yay!
You can indeed.
Shameless
Shameless
plug.
plug.
Shameless plug.
And there are details on our website as to how you can get your very own. So
What we'll do is, though, we will share the details of So Tiki
absolutely,
on our
Yeah.
Facebook page
Absolutely, yes.
and in the Wafflers Arms. So I know that there's been a couple of people in the States that have asked about So Tiki, and certainly a friend of the show had questioned after I showed Millie that picture of Millie in her boatie. And you do ship everywhere, don't you? You ship worldwide.
Yeah,
Robyn.
I've got a couple of customers in Australia and some in Hawaii.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm always amazed when
Yeah.
my stuff goes away, and then when it gets there in one piece, because there's always that little bit of worry when it's going so far.
Yeah, and when you think
always
customs are going to
Take it.
stop it,
Just offer
and
to take it yourself.
Yeah.
Go to Hawaii. I'll bring it to you. It's fine.
Do you know what? If I get any more between now and when I go to Hawaii, I'll just take it with me. I'll just bring it over.
I'll hand deliver
are
it.
you doing Lilo and Stitch stuff for Hawaii?
Do you know, I have not even slightly thought about what to take. I bought a lot of fabric to make things. I bought
Yeah.
Alani fabric
Oh, very nice.
to make some things, but I have not got round to it yet.
Wow.
Knowing me, I'll make it the week before I
And it'll be amazing.
go. Fingers crossed.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
that'd be cool.
I have to say as well, as I say, this t-shirt is from So Tiki, and one concern I had before I bought it, I like t-shirts to be very long because the Mr. Smee look is not good. You know, where you have the little bit of tummy showing where you don't want. So I was sort of a little concerned at how long are these t-shirts go. They are long. They are great. They cover everything that you want covered. They are
Yeah,
perfect. Yes, yeah.
And they can be tucked. If you don't like a long t-shirt, they can all be tucked in.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
I have a friend
yeah.
that like tucks hers in. She says, "Oh, they're a bit long for me, but I just tuck them in." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
But like, yeah, I chose them because I know myself. I like them to cover and come. So when I sit down, my back doesn't pop out. You know,
Yes.
things like that. I don't like that. Just I get a cold back then. So
and they
Yeah,
wash
you little
really
French
well.
tuck at the front and then covered at the back. All good. That's the plan.
Yay.
I'm glad you like the t-shirts.
I do
Yeah.
very much. Yes. Yeah.
I spent a long time sort of deciding which ones to go for and testing out different ones, and they're definitely not the cheapest ones, but
No, but these are
I-
good quality.
I would rather have a higher quality one than have a cheaper one.
Absolutely. I mean, this is not something that you're going to wear for a few weeks and then chuck away.
No, hopefully you wear
Yeah,
it.
this is yeah.
I wear my
In terms of-
t-shirts all the time.
In terms of the material, so you do get a batch of material and then it changes. You get a new batch, so you don't have the same design all the time, do you? You do sell out of stuff.
Because I buy things on pre-order and I buy them months in advance, I'll usually buy 1 or 2 yards because Americans, they sell it in yards, not meters.
Yeah.
And once it's gone, it's gone. There have been times where, say, the shop that I bought it from they often buy excess and then sell off the excess once everyone's bought it for more money. They sell it off at a higher price. So sometimes I've been able to get more. Recently, I was able to get more of a 50th fabric that I hadn't had since last summer. So that was good. But most of the time when it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, because I love the rainbow spaceship Earth pattern. I think that's brilliant, but I think that was quite limited, wasn't it? You've got a few pocket tees and
I think there's a couple of pocket tees left of that, but there's no more bow bands, and there isn't enough. The piece I've got left I think there's enough for 2 pockets. It wouldn't make
that's it.
wouldn't
A
make
t-shirt
a bow.
bow or anything. No, so that's the thing. If you see it on the website, buy
Buy
it
it.
because it might be out.
And sometimes
that's
your
what I would
stuff
say.
sells out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-10 minutes and it'll be gone.
Let's say you put a photo on Instagram and you go to buy it 10 minutes later, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Oh, definitely keep an
And
eye
that's
on
a good
Insta,
thing.
keep an eye on Facebook, and get clicking.
I usually post ahead of time before it gets released. So usually, and then I'll post if there's some left. I'll maybe post it again and say, still got some of these left. If anyone wants some. The lily fabric, this one, I bought 5 yards of it. So I do still have some of this one left. I've only got about half a yard left. but I do still have some.
And of course, as we're both crafters, and we know that July is the time that crafters start thinking about Christmas. Are you thinking about Christmas already?
Christmas and Halloween fabrics, they're already in my little box next to me.
There you go.
Got some already. You've always got to think about it, and I've been planning ideas for myself for Christmas skirts. I'm thinking Mickey gingerbreads.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because we have one of the Christmas tree skirts, don't we?
We do. We have one of your. We have your Christmas.
That's not the
tree
same kind
skirt.
of skirt, Ben.
No, I know.
Not quite the same.
It's a different sort of skirt.
Though I did
Although
make
Yeah.
you're
one.
very
I was
well
going to say,
to
it was
try.
the one that Robyn made.
I did make one into a skirt for myself as well.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and
there you go.
I would like to sort of expand and do some more, but I bought a cricket, and that's what I used to design and cut out
Okay. Yeah.
snowflakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
haven't touched it since Christmas.
Yeah. I have one as well that's in the garage.
I'm
Are you
actually
go-
going to a cricket course tomorrow. I'm
Alright,
going on a
okay.
cricket course, so
Oh,
hopefully I'll come.
Yeah.
okay, so you're not going to upgrade to a scan and cut.
Well, what's a scan and cut?
It's an advanced version of the cricket by
Oh,
Brother.
is it really?
Yeah. Sorry,
Don't tell me things like that.
Not sponsored.
not sponsored. Watch a certain channel on the television and it's on there.
You can give me the details later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this sounds so exciting, and I'm already thinking I'm going to need to take another suitcase just for all the themed t-shirts and the themed bows and all the amazing clothing that I'm going to be wearing around the parks. It's
Well, we are going premium.
we are going premium.
Okay.
We've got that extra luggage
We got
space,
the extra pre-kit.
and now
yeah.
we know why. But I think it might be time to start thinking about packing our clothes away, shutting the wardrobe door, and putting our packing lists away until next time. And saying a great big thank you to Robyn for having such a fun chat with us, and giving us so many ideas about how we can show our Disney side in the parks. And just thanks for coming and being such a fun guest.
Thank you so much for having me. It was so lovely. Thank you.
Nope.
You're always welcome.
Yeah. So why don't you tell everybody where can they find you? Not
so-
in real life, not
Well-
stalking you on
give your
the
address,
socials.
Robyn.
Yes.
Well, on the socials, my Instagram and Facebook is So Tiki, and the So is in sewing, so SEW, So Tiki, and my website is sotiki.co.uk if you want to have a look at anything that I sell. You want to have a nosy, see what there is. But keep an eye out on Instagram and Facebook for the new designs that are coming.
Cool.
Definitely do go and check those out. And thanks. It's been really good fun. I think we've had a great chat tonight. And I have to say, I'm going to be looking out when I'm in the parks and looking at what other people are wearing, trying to think, are they Disney bounding? Or, are they sort of dressed up as something? And it just gives you a whole other layer of things going on to appreciate, doesn't it?
Don't forget, if you want to get in touch with us, you can do so by Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at gbmickeywaffle, or by using our email waffleon@gbmickeywaffle.com. We would love to hear from you. Don't forget, you can also show your support for the show by checking out our fantastic t-shirts on Redbubble or TeePublic. The link for them is on our website.
So thanks, and if we don't see you in the parks, we will see you on the socials. And I think that leaves us all only one thing to say.
Waffle on.
Waffle on.